Hey there everyone, and welcome to this week's OC Spotlight. I'm Christine Fullwood. Today we're diving into a topic that matters to everyone, no matter your age, planning for your financial future. Our guest, Katerina Hogue, brings years of experience from the financial industry and now shares practical financial tips through her popular YouTube and Instagram channels. Katerina is here to help us understand why starting early, especially for students, can make a massive difference in reaching financial goals. Katerina, welcome, and how are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Very awesome. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background in the financial industry?
Of course, as long as I can remember, I was into numbers and money, which sounds funny, I know, but there was not even a question what kind of a career I would like to pursue. So it was finance, of course. Then I graduated and started working in banking sphere, and I worked all over the world. I had an option to work for international banks, like in Italian bank, Norwegian bank. I used to work in French bank, and of course in one of the biggest banks of America as well. So here I am with 18 years of experience on banking.
Wow, that's impressive. So speaking of banking, how did you move from working in banks to educating people on social media?
Well, I remember that I was always a person who people would give a call if they had questions about anything banking. So one day I was sitting at home working. We were working from home that time because it was pandemic, and I got 3 calls from 3 different people asking me questions about, bank products and things like that. And after the 3rd call, I was like, oh, maybe I should think about teaching people because I love teaching and I love educating and finance. I need to start doing that. That's how idea of a blog was just born.
Nice. Well, that's amazing. And it's inspiring to hear how you turned your expertise into something that really impacts people's lives. So what made you choose platforms like YouTube and Instagram to share this knowledge?
Scalability. I'm able to teach thousands of people at a time instead of like one-to-one, and I'm able to bring information to people that usually was not there before. Like it was wealthy people only who knew about investing before, not now. And I'm helping to teach people that they can be wealthy as well.
That's pretty cool. Such a powerful way to make financial knowledge accessible to everyone. So since you're helping people to control their financial future, let's talk about something that students overlook, retirement. So in one word, what is important for them to start thinking about it so early?
I'll say time is your ally.
Oh, that's great. Well, that's such an important point. So after the break, we'll break it down, the numbers, and show how small savings can grow into something big. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone. Now let's address what many students might be thinking. Why should I care about retirement when I just started college? What would you say about that?
As I said, time is everything. Because time in the market is the most important thing. If you start investing early, then you can not do it much. You just invest early and the stock market works for you, right? And if you start a little bit later, then you will have to apply way more efforts to do the same thing. And you will be surprised to see that in numbers. So that's how we actually know that time is everything for us.
Okay, well, now let's take a closer look using an online tool to see how starting early affects your savings over time. So this calculator shows the impact of savings at different ages. And you'll see beginning at ages 20 versus ages 40 can make a huge difference, even with the same monthly contribution. So the earlier you start, the more your money works for you.
Exactly. That's a power of compound interest. So if you can see on this graph, this shows us if we start investing at our peak of career, let's say 40 years, right? If you invest $100 a month and automate that into total stock market, then you will have around $100,000, slightly fewer, depending on how market does. And all your contributions were $30,000. So you can see it tripled, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you start early, let's say when you are just starting your career or maybe just doing side jobs, the same $100 a month, which is kind of nothing right now, will bring you to $500,000 because of the power of compound interest in time.
Wow.
So the difference is really big. And if you do the same thing, but you are investing, let's say, $200, right? Again, not that much nowadays, then you will be able to see that it's a completely different story, because then you will have $1 million, right?
Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. Well, thanks for walking us through that. So now many students feel overwhelmed, including myself, about money management. So what's a good first step to make it less intimidating?
Keep it simple, stupid. KISS principle. I always advise to use that one, because if you make something complicated, you will never stick to it. So make it as simple for you as possible and start with automation. Automating everything. Your finances, your investments. There are plenty of apps that can help you budget everything. You don't need to do anything. You will be just a glance in one screen, and you will be able to see where your money went. So do that.
Okay. Simple and effective. I love that. So for those who want to learn more, where can they find you on social media?
They can look up my handle. It's Diverse Finance, or they can look it up by my name, Kat Hough, H-O-U-G-H.
Okay. Awesome. So Katerina, what's one piece of advice you want viewers to walk away with today?
So when it comes to investing, as we already discussed, starting early is key, because compound interest will do everything for you. So one piece of advice would be to spend less than you earn, and the difference should go into investing. So invest, automate, and live within your means.
Okay. And what about for people who are investing later in life, who might be a little bit more worried about that?
Yeah, they can and should do exactly the same. It's just for them, they will need to invest a little bit more than $100 a month to get to that $1 million or whatever number they will have in their mind. But they do need to start investing as well. Automation, investing, living within your means, everything that you can do. You saved some money aside, invest it.
Awesome. Katerina, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your insights. This has been incredibly helpful. Thank you all for watching. This has been Christine Fullwood, and I hope this episode left you feeling awesome and empowered. OC Spotlight.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this week's OC Spotlight. I'll be your host, your guide, your narrator, the guy with undeniably great hair, Mick Lindenberger. This week, we're shining the spotlight on a man who's bringing some serious flavor to South Orange County. He's the owner, operator, and mastermind behind Dizzy Bird, the rotisserie chicken joint that's making waves in not one, but two of the biggest shopping centers in the area, the Mission Viejo Mall and the Irvine Spectrum. Now, without further ado, please meet Rashad Munma.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Mick. How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
So I thought I was the one with the great hair, so you stole my thunder.
I mean, I'm growing extra just for both of us.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Right. I'm glad I could be of help. So kind of, can you tell me where it all began? How did Dizzy Bird get its start?
Yeah, it started right here in Mission Viejo at the shops at Mission Viejo. We wanted to do, I'm Lebanese myself, so I wanted to do something that represented my culture, and I also wanted to do a restaurant that was simple but very powerful, very strong in quality. So we decided just to do chicken and Lebanese style chicken, which is where I'm from, and kind of gathered recipes from my childhood and things I grew up with, and came up with Dizzy Bird.
All right.
That was about 1.5 years ago that we opened up the first one.
Okay. And now I hear you have a second restaurant in the Irvine Spectrum.
Yeah, so I had another Mediterranean restaurant for about 6-7 years prior to Dizzy Bird at the Irvine Spectrum, and then since Dizzy Bird did so well, I converted my first restaurant to a Dizzy Bird And so that's at the Irvine Spectrum, and yeah, it's doing great.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys
cool.
should come visit.
I mean, don't worry, I will.
Yeah.
So your main dish is a Lebanese-style rotisserie chicken.
Correct.
So kind of what makes Lebanese-style chicken, more unique than American chicken, or different?
So it's the marination. It's a butterfly chicken. So the chicken's opened up, and then you marinate it with a lot of garlic, which is common in the Mediterranean cuisine, Middle East, and so that gives it a lot of flavor, a lot of garlic, a lot of lemon, a lot of herbs, and then we rotisserie it in a way that makes the skin crispy, and it infuses all these flavors in it, and yeah, it's really yummy.
Ooh, I mean, it certainly sounds.
And we serve it with
good.
these lemon garlic potatoes that I think are just to die for. So yeah.
Okay, I'll have to remember that, the lemon garlic potatoes.
Yeah.
So also on your website, it says that all of your chickens are halal. Can you kind of explain what exactly is halal?
Yeah, halal is a way that the bird are slaughtered. It's a humane way, and it's a clean way where kind of the blood is drained, and it's ensure that it's done humanely for the bird and in a clean way. It's also a religious, an Islamic religious process that's required by that religion. But it's also it's a better quality chicken as a result. It's a cleaner chicken, and it's butchered humanely. So.
Okay.
And so all our, we have a lot of customers that would only eat halal, and so obviously all our chicken is halal, and so we get those customers.
That's pretty cool. Do you think there's a large population of Lebanese or Muslim population?
There is a good population, and but even if the minority would rule, so it's not much more. It's a good quality chicken, so it's good either way. So if you don't eat halal chicken, you're gonna.
All right, welcome back everyone. Now if you want to take part in productions like this one, please look into the Saddleback CTVR program. Anyways, let's jump right back into it, Rashad. I hear you have a sauce that's very popular. Can you kind of tell me what's in your Dizzy Bird sauce?
No, I'm sorry.
I mean, I did hear it was a secret, so.
Family recipe. No, yeah, well, of course I can, yeah. We have a spice mix that we make. It's got a lot of paprika, a little habaneros, a lot of warm peppers in there to give it a lot of flavor, and then we mix that with our garlic sauce, a little ketchup, a little mayo, a little mustard, and a little lemon, and voila, our Dizzy Bird sauce.
I mean, that sounds absolutely amazing. You guys need to start bottling that and selling it. So what do you put that sauce on? Is it?
Yeah, it goes on all our wraps, and then we serve it on the side with all the wraps, and then people just order it and put it on everything, really. I've seen people put it on salads and dress it as a salad dressing. So yeah, it's very yummy.
Okay. So it sounds like you have a pretty varied menu. Kind of what else is on your menu? You mentioned some wraps.
Yeah, so varied menu based on chicken. So it's all, we start with the best chicken we can make, which is a rotisserie chicken, and then we do wraps with that chicken, we do salads with that chicken, we do bowls with that chicken, and then obviously you can get the chicken itself and with plates, and you can get different sides with that.
Okay. Now, do you have any seasonal items or special items that might not make it on the menu?
We try to keep it simple, so no specials, no seasonal items. A lot of people customize things. They'll take our vegan wrap and add chicken, which has sweet potatoes and then an avocado, and then you get chicken on top. So it becomes a really it's a secret menu item right there.
Oh, right, yeah, there you go. A little bit extra, a little bit whatever you need. All right, so I guess in one sentence, what is kind of the dream for your restaurant? What's the hope and dream in the future?
Our plans to grow Dizzy Bird to more locations. How many? I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but starting in Orange County, trying to find for now one more, maybe two more, and then we'll go from there.
Oh yeah? Or what were you thinking for the other location or two?
Orange County, we're looking everywhere. We're looking in Costa Mesa and Huntington Beach. We're looking in, Brea, Tustin, everywhere,
Okay.
Orange.
We'll have to keep my eyes open, and for our viewers at home, if you want to visit a Dizzy Bird for yourself, we currently have two locations, one in Mission Viejo Mall, in the food court next to Islands and Smashburger, and the other one in North Irvine Spectrum. So this has been another episode of OC Spotlight. My name is Mick Lindenberger, and my hair is fantastic.
Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Leo Rios. I'll be your host for tonight's episode of OC Spotlight. We have a special guest with us today, Natalie Hill. She's a band manager and musician from Orange County, California. She manages the band Jules and the Rollers. So if you're a music lover, this episode is going to be perfect for you. Hi Natalie, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Of course. So tell me about Jules and the Rollers.
Yeah, they're a 5-piece femme rock band from Los Angeles, California. And they have a sort of garage, psychedelic alternative sound.
That's awesome, yeah. And where do they typically perform?
Mostly in LA. We've done a lot of shows up and down the coast of California and into a few other states, but we're ready to venture out into the rest of the country.
Awesome, yeah, very exciting. So tell us, what exactly your job of being a band manager is like?
I can do anything from day-to-day stuff during shows, which would entail talking to the people at the venue about merch, booking, sound, lighting, and things that the band might need, to booking, emailing people incessantly, and a lot of other things.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have any interesting stories from your time managing the band?
Yeah, we were on tour this last November, going through the Pacific Northwest, and it was going great, really smooth, and then the last 3 days we had a whole flight debacle and our car was broken into the next morning. So
The next morning.
that was rough.
Oof. So sorry to hear about that.
Thanks.
That's amazing. Do you have any other interesting stories?
I'm sure there's a plethora of them, but right now we're really excited to just keep going and get some more music out and keep doing some more shows for the rest of the year.
Yeah, no, amazing. I'm sure it's a hassle to constantly be on the road. And
Yeah.
yeah, no, absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you for that. Well, it does look like we will be going for a commercial break. When we return, Natalie will tell us a little bit about her story as a musician herself, and she'll play a song for us. Welcome back, everyone. As promised, Natalie Hill will be performing a song for us. It Ain't Me, Babe by Bob Dylan. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, take it away.
frozen speed. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you need. You say you're looking for someone who's never weak, but always strong, to protect you and defend you, whether you are right or wrong. Someone to open each and every door, but it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe.
Bravo!
Thank you.
That was amazing. Thank you so much for that. And how long have you been a musician for?
I've been surrounded by music for most of my life, but I really started picking up the guitar and teaching myself and writing about 6 years ago.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. So you learned 6 years ago.
Pretty much, yeah. Always
That's amazing.
learning.
That's awesome. Yeah. Cool. What's your music taste like? Many favorite musicians?
Yeah, I tend to lean into the indie folk side of music a lot. So, I mean, we have the 70s era of that here with Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, Joni Mitchell, and so many more. But then into the modern music, I would say Hozier, Gregory Alan Isaacoff, Bon Iver, Phoebe Bridgers, and a lot more like that.
Bon Iver is a really good one.
Mhm.
Bon Iver, that's definitely.
Justin.
Awesome. What is it about a genre that speaks to you? Any specific genre that speaks to you, or?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
probably that one. I've been listening to that kind of music for most of my life. I get a lot of my music taste from my dad, and so I bring a lot of that out, and it just kind of came back to me as I got older, and it's been
Yeah.
really fun to rediscover that as an adult.
Wow. Yeah. It looks like we're almost out of time, but I want to give you an opportunity to maybe promote your brand. I understand that you're having a show soon. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yeah, next
would you
Thursday.
like to tell us more about that?
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's next Thursday, March 13th at the Echoplex in Echo Park in Los Angeles. And we're opening for one of my favorite bands called the Velveteers, and we are so, so excited. So if you can make it out, you should
That's
get there
awesome.
early. We're first of 3.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Again, Jules and the Rollers will be opening up for the Velveteers on March 13th at Echo Park in Los Angeles, California. Make sure you order tickets at velveteers.com. Sounds like it will be a great show. Don't miss out. Once again, your host, Leo Rios, OC Spotlight.